welcome to Saturdays with Steph. As you can see, I'm here with my good friend Russ. Hi, Russ.
Hello.
Hello. Great to see you again. I got to see you today on your live. That was great. And at Stephen's Show Day today. So I got a
Yeah.
lot of Russ today.
I
That's
would say
always,
too much in some cases.
oh no, that's always fun. So today, Russ and I are going to be starting a new project, and it is called Bumbleberry Pie. It is a block of the month that all he had to do is show me a picture, and I was like, I'm sold.
I do a little bit of enabling with people. I mean, you a
Yeah.
quilt kit, Stephen a little spray cheese thing.
Yeah. Well, it didn't take much to twist my arm because this project is gorgeous. And I've had some of the fabric before, not this specific fabric, but the fabric brand that we use. And you tell them because I always say it wrong.
It's Lewis and Irene.
Thank you. Lewis and Irene fabric. I always want to flip the names. My brain wants to alphabetize it, and so it screws with my brain. But Lewis and Irene fabrics, and they have a beautiful hand to them. They feel amazing.
Yeah.
And so when I saw that it was this fabric company and then this pattern, which is gorgeous, I said, okay, I'm sold. And then I promptly said to him, and we're doing this together, right?
Yep.
So we're going to start this. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to show you guys a picture of the whole quilt so you know what we're talking about. And then Russ, if you wouldn't mind putting in the chat where they can find it if they're interested, it's
Okay.
exclamation BOM. So hopefully you guys can see this. This is what, can you see that on your screen yet, Russ?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is called Bumbleberry Pie by Nancy McNally. She's the writer of the pattern, and this is using Lewis and Irene fabrics, and it's going to be gorgeous. Look at all this beautiful color. I'm super excited about this. And the fabric is amazing, like we
It's
said.
delicious.
It is very. I can see why they called it Bumbleberry Pie because it does look like you want to eat it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to start working on today. If you need to be enabled by us, because, you know, who doesn't need more fabric? uh, there's a link there in the chat to where you can purchase this quilt kit. You can only currently, that's not the only shop that has it, but that's the shop that we purchased it from. And you can only currently buy it as either a block of the month, so where you get one block at a time, or you can buy the whole kit with the pattern. You can't buy just the pattern. And I like that. I like that she paired with
Yeah.
the pattern writer paired with a fabric company, um, and they're doing it together. So that's really cool.
And the Threadbare link only has one in stock, but they do have the block of the month, and you could
Yes.
probably call them up and say, "Hey, Janet, can you do another kit?" And they'll probably cut another kit if you want one. Yes, I know the shop owner by name.
Yep. So let's see. So I want to say hi really quick to everybody in the chat, and then I'm going to give Russ a second here to tell you what he's up to on his channel, and then we'll start sewing. So hello to Bettina and Melissa and Nadine. I recognize a lot of these names from the Sew Day, so thanks for coming over. Lydia and Sue, Lynn, hi, great to see you. And Stephen, boy, I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
And Celie, Karen Cox, great to see you. Let's see, anybody else? Carrie Living Good, welcome. Jeannie. Let's see, Ellen, and it looks like, and Shannon. I almost missed you, Shannon. Sorry about that. All right. So, what you got coming up on your channel?
What do I have coming up? Well, on Sundays, I do my weekly vlog of the shenanigans that I get up to during the week. So it's already going to be an interesting list because a lot has happened apparently. I started going through and writing out my notes on what I should and then scratching out what I'm like, okay, nobody needs to care about that. So I've got quite a bit that I'm talking about. I don't think I have any special videos coming out this week, unlike this past week where I had a whole bunch of quilt show videos show up. And on Saturday mornings at 11, I do my weekly live. And on next weekend, I am going to be working on the next month of our Saturday sampler, which is another Ohio Star
Ooh,
variant.
I like that. You knew I would.
And it's in bright fabric, so I'm all excited about this.
Nice. Very cool. Patty says, I have this kit and I'm excited. Awesome.
Ooh.
Awesome. So also I wanted to point out really quick, we would love to see it if you're sewing along with us. Post some pictures in my Facebook group, but also the writer of this pattern, Nancy McNally, she's got a Facebook group and I'm going to put that in the chat now. If you are sewing along with this project, if you have the kit, you can head on over to her group and she'll have some pointers and things. And she's also going to be sewing it over there. So if you want to watch her video as well, she's already done month 1 and she's working on month 2. I did chatted with her a little bit today. So there's her Facebook group. So
I'm gonna
definitely
have to
go on over
join that
there and
group.
support her and thank her for, writing this awesome pattern. So
And I've glanced through the pattern. It's written very well so far
it's
that I've
written
looked.
very well. I looked through the whole thing as well. It's very good step by step. I feel like this is beginner friendly. I don't know what you think. I
Yeah,
think a
it
beginner
says
can tackle
confident
this.
beginner, but
Yeah.
that's probably because of the flying geese and there's a lot of triangle pieces in the center.
Yeah. But I feel like with maybe her instruction and if you sewed it along with us as well, I think if you're even a beginner, you could do this. And
Yeah,
I think for a beginner, this might be a good skill builder too, because you're starting off easy. This time we're kind of making like almost like a 9 patch, but like with some rectangles instead of some squares.
it's a
Um,
chain block, right?
yeah,
Irish
yeah.
chain.
And then we're going to build up to triangles and things like that. So I think it's a great skill builder, this one. So yeah. Hi Tracy, great to see you. And Cynthia, great to see you as well. Glad to have all of you here. So coming up for me tonight, after we're done here on Shannon's channel, Slay Art, she's here in the chat. We're going to be sewing up the next part of Little Hooter, which is not what you think it is. It is an owl from Legit Kits. Steven, get your mind out of the gutter. Hi, Nancy. Oh, look at Nancy's here in the
Hi,
chat.
Nancy.
Great to see you. So that's going on tonight. Tomorrow, I am not going to be on anything because tomorrow is Father's Day here in the States. And of course, I have an amazing husband and we have 4 children. So we are going to honor him tomorrow. And the kids and I have planned a fun day for him. And hopefully, they have not told yet because they are not very good at keeping secrets. So we're going to be out all day tomorrow. But I know that my friend Shannon's going to be on tomorrow at 11 a.m. for her brunch. Steven's always going to have his live at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. These are all Eastern time, which is always a hoot. So go check that out. And then at some point, like Russ was saying, he'll put up his vlog, which is great because he tells you everything that went on during the week. And then sometime in the next week, Ingrid and I, the gal who went on the quilting cruise with me, we are going to make one last video because there's a lot of stuff that we didn't get a chance to talk about in our wrap up because we had so many friends join us, which was great. We really enjoyed that. So there's things that we wanted to tell you, some tips and pointers, and show you some last pictures that I didn't get in any of the videos. So that's going to happen at some point in the next week. Let's see what else is coming up. New York Beauty. New York Beauty is usually this coming Tuesday. So if we've gone with the every other Tuesday, but Shannon is off to a very important event to support foster children, which is amazing. So this Tuesday, we're not going to have New York Beauty. We're going to push that till the 25th, the following Tuesday. So just be aware of that. So that's pretty much it for the immediate next few days. So, hi, Mary, welcome. So we're going to go ahead and get started sewing on this. Again, I'm going to show I'll show the picture one more time of what the whole quilt looks like. It's gorgeous. So if you are interested in potentially grabbing this, we put the link there in the chat where you can grab the kit or the block per month. You can't grab the pattern on its own just yet. Maybe in the future, I'm not sure. Nancy's here, so maybe she can tell us that. But right now, if you would like to sew this, you'll need to grab the kit or the block of the month from one of the quilt shops that has it. You can always Google Bumbleberry Pie quilt kit or block of the month. The fabric is gorgeous. You can't go wrong. So
Yeah.
I recommend to grab everything. All right, so I'm going to turn my camera on so you guys can see what we're doing here. I've got my pieces laid out for one of the blocks. So I'm going to fold my paper over because I don't want to share any of the cutting instructions because that would not be fair to the pattern designer. So this is what the 2 blocks are going to look like. And we're going to make 8 of each color. And as you can see, they sort of look like 9 patches, but they're not quite 9 patches. So we'll go through that. But all of these blocks are going to be made exactly the same way. So Russ and I will show you how to make a few of them. But I have a feeling that if we chain piece these, they're going to go really quick. What do you think,
Yeah.
Russ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was my plan on trying to chain piece them. So
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to start with this color because I've got this one all laid out, not because it matters which color goes first, but let's get started sewing. I'm super excited.
yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. And
Yes.
like I said, the fabric, it just feels delicious. It looks delicious.
Yes. It absolutely is. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Hi, Ingrid. She said it's a beautiful quilt and love the name. I know. It's such a cute name. I love it. And let's see. Hi, Norma. Great to see you. Nancy said, yes, chain piece.
Chain piece.
Yep. I love a quilt that I can chain piece for sure. All right. I will do one block first, though, to show you guys how it's built. And then I'll chain piece the rest. So the first bottom row here, all I did was attach the colored piece to the rectangular piece. And again, the colored square. Again, I'm not going to tell you the sizes because that's not fair. If you would like to do this, grab the awesome kit or the block of the month.
Yes. I can imagine the folks at Threadbare when they sold both kits that they had made the same day within 5 minutes of each other.
I wonder if they knew that I was your friend, or did you tell her? Because I actually had a really, really nice note from her. It was very sweet.
Oh.
In my packet. Yeah. So I wondered, I was like, I wonder if Russ told them that we're friends. So
I mean, I didn't tell her directly, but maybe she knew.
maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's been scoping out our channels together. You never know.
I'll have to talk to her next time I'm up that way.
Yeah. So the top row is going to be made exactly as the bottom row. We're just going to sew that square to the rectangle.
Quilting Dot asked which fabric I'm using. I'm using the same fabric as Stephanie because it's a kit. I'm just starting pieces a little bit different than she is because I've just started to chain piece. Shannon, Shannon. Stephanie is doing more of this is how you do the block.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show one block how it's made, and then I'll start chain piecing everything. I just thought you guys might like to see how one goes together. So the top and the bottom were built the same, and then the center, which is pretty simple as well, kind of like a 9 patch. We're just gonna put all 3 of these squares together. So make sure you have a background on either side of your colored center piece. Karen said, beautiful fabrics and quilt. Yes, this fabric is amazing and it has a wonderful hand. I love the feel of this fabric. And Nancy said, where are you both from? I'm in Michigan. I'm in Ohio. So we're neighbors.
And I am just outside the Metro Atlanta area, Marietta, Georgia. I feel like I should be fangirling because Nancy's in the chat.
I actually met Nancy last year at Quilt Market. She had another one of her beautiful projects that was going to be a block of the month hanging there, and I fell in love with it.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, it was beautiful. And then I saw this was by Nancy, and I got really excited. So okay, now I'm just going to press these guys. And now I pressed all my colors toward, or all my pieces towards the color. So the orange I pressed that way, the purple that way, and then this teal, I pressed both of them in towards the teal. So that way, when I put these pieces together, they're all going to nest up really nicely, and you'll have a really well-pieced block. Yes, Midnight Reflections, Nancy. That quilt's so beautiful. Couldn't remember what it's called. Thank you for reminding me. Hi, Donna. Great to see you. Do you both do your own long arm quilting, or do you have someone do it for you? So I have a long arm machine, and so does Russ. So yes, we both do our own quilting.
Except for when there's a quilt that's bigger than what I currently have set up.
Yeah. Then he sends it to me. That was fun doing that for you. I really enjoyed that.
You did a super awesome job. I was still excited.
Aw, thank you. Patty said, I'm from Vermont. Chilly here today, 67 degrees and windy. Oh,
Ooh.
it was like that here a few days ago. I just got back from the cruise, so that might have had something to do with it too. Oops, my thread just broke. The reason why I was so cold, but I was freezing earlier this week. I had to put on a sweater, but now it's getting warm, and then we're supposed to be getting hit by that Midwest heat dome or whatever,
Oh no.
and it's going to be in the 90s next week. So that's going to be interesting.
Oh, we've already hit 90s and yeah, according to my
Yeah.
phone or according to my computer, it's 95 right now here.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So Riley's upset because she doesn't get her longer afternoon walks right now because sun, black dog, not good.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, poor thing. She would be so hot. So do you just try to go out early in the morning with her then?
Yeah, well, we do an early morning walk when I get up because, I can't have a dog and not walk her.
Yeah.
And then if we have to go out in the middle of the day, we do a very just a short walk around the block. But once the sun goes down, or not goes down, goes down below behind the trees, which is usually about 8, we do a longer walk in the afternoon or in the evening, so she gets her feeling of I got some good walks.
Yeah.
It also means I'm probably going to be sending her to daycare more over the summer. That way she gets a lot of exercise.
Oh, yeah. So on these blocks, make sure you're watching your color placement. So you want to make sure your orange in this set of 3 is in the bottom left, not the bottom right. So that's the only thing I can say is watch your color placement. But other than that, this block goes together super easy.
Steven says he hopes my air conditioner is running okay. Haven't
Right.
had any issues yet. I get my summer service done in 2 weeks. Yeah, I think it's in 2 weeks.
I just can't imagine you go through another summer like you did last summer with 40 days of no air conditioning.
I still laugh about that. It
I mean,
was
up here by
horrible.
me, I know, but up here by me, we could probably deal with it because we don't get
Yeah,
that high of heat. But I don't know, in Georgia with heat and humidity.
I'm just thankful that I have friends who lent me air conditioner units, and then I went and bought a cheap one to put in here so I can sew in here, but it was still I didn't want to move. And yeah, it was still pretty bad.
Yeah. Let's see. Nancy said, yep, the heat is coming for us Midwesterners. It is. We are not escaping it this year. I thought I left that behind when I moved out of Arizona.
And you're going to Texas in August
I am. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment, huh?
because they have the heat and the humidity
I know, but you know what?
and the
I
big
plan on
bugs.
going from the air-conditioned rental car to the air-conditioned retreat center and not leaving until I have to get back into the air-conditioned rental car to go back to the airport. So
That's kind of how I felt when I would go to Massachusetts for like Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
It was still cold. I mean, don't deny that, but they overcompensate inside for the cold with a lot of extra heat.
Yeah.
So I just said, I'm just going to be wearing my shorts because it's hot inside. And I'm only going to be outside for, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds to get from my, heated vehicle to the overheated building.
So here is one block completely finished. You guys can see how
Oh,
easy
that's
that is to go
gorgeous.
together. So super excited that we're starting off with a super easy block. Now I'm going to chain piece. So Quilting Dot wants to know, Russ, what kind of dog is Riley?
Riley is, well, okay. So when she was on the adoption form, they said that she was a lab pit mix. And I finally got the DNA test done, and she's like three different pit variants and got a little bit of border collie and then a whole bunch of super mutt, they call it.
Oh,
So she's got the pit ears but she doesn't have a pit frame, which is why they thought she was part lab, because she's got the
oh,
super slim frame as opposed to the boxy frame of any of the bully mixes.
mm.
There's always pictures and or video of her in my weekly vlog, and sometimes she sings. When she gets a nice squeak toy that has that proper squeak, she'll have it in her mouth and she'll just sing with it.
It's so cute. I love watching her sing.
And everybody's like, she sounds like she's mooing. And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's what
she
happens
kind
when
of
your mouth
does.
is full.
She kind of does. So Jen says hot is normal in South Texas. With humidity, it feels like over 100.
Yeah.
Yes. We experienced that when we came back into Galveston off the cruise ship, my friend Ingrid and I. It was hot. We didn't open the door to our patio to look out, our balcony, I should say, off the cruise ship. The whole window, once we pulled into Galveston, was just dripping water. That's how humid it was.
Wow.
And it was hot that day. Yep, that was the hottest day of the cruise.
I have the window sweat problem with my back door because it's only double pane.
Hmm.
And I guess the double pane is not quite enough for the Georgia weather, and it just
Hmm.
does complete sweating. So
Yeah.
if I ever get a chance to upgrade my back door, it's going to be triple pane.
Wow.
Steven said he thought it was me singing. You can't legally
That's
call what I
funny.
do singing.
That's funny.
And Riley is a better singer than me. Although, if you hunt through my videos far enough, there is a little clip of me singing in high school chorus back in 1991.
Oh, wow.
but I'm not telling you which video that is.
Let's see. Doreen's here. Hi, Doreen. And welcome to Cali Girl, who's Gia. Great to see you. Oh, she said she's catching us live while she's waiting for her granddaughter's dance recital to start. How
Oh,
fun. Oh, that'll be a great time. I miss those days with my daughter. She quit dancing a few years ago, and that was just such a fun time of year.
apparently a number of years ago yesterday was my sister's kids recitals for whatever they were doing.
Mhm.
And she had posted, you would be jealous because of this and this and this and why you should have been there. And one of them was they were dancing to steps 5, 6, 7, 8. Steps
Uh-huh.
being the group, the song being 5, 6, 7, 8. And I was like, darn it, now I'm going to go to amazon.co.uk and put that in my basket so that I can have it come here next time I order something from there. Because amazingly, I order a lot of Brit stuff.
It's fun. Steven said, I agree. Riley's better.
I told you. She just needs to not sing with her mouth full.
Oh my goodness, how cute is that? Gia said, hi, Miss Stephanie. The recital is Cruella. They are Dalmatians, cats, and cows. That's gonna be so adorable. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I remember cows in Cruella, but
I don't remember that either, but I
then
think
again,
it'll be so cute.
oh, have you seen Love Actually? Yeah, you saw Love Actually finally.
Finally, yes.
Where they had the Christmas lobster.
Yep. I love BBC stuff, especially Doctor Who. And right now we are watching Trying. I haven't heard of that one.
I haven't either.
I love BBC stuff though too, usually.
Yeah. I just really got hooked when I watched Mrs. Brown's Boys for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Just, the shenanigans that she gets into.
Yeah. Speaking of UK stuff, I saw today that their princess came out. I know she's going through the cancer treatment,
Yeah.
but that she came out for the parade. So,
Yeah, she had given an update yesterday, day before,
mhm.
and some photos and stuff. So I'm happy to hear that she's doing well,
Yeah, that's good to
or
see.
at least putting on a I'm doing well facade.
Yeah. Well, take the royalty aside out of it. She's a mother of three. So just the
Yeah,
fact that, a mother of three small children is doing better, that's good to hear.
yeah. Steven says Mrs. Brown's Boys is on Netflix. I don't think it's on Netflix US. I don't know. I just buy the DVDs when they come available. I will pay the shipping from the UK in order to get that hilarity.
Doreen says, huge Graham Norton fan. He's the guy that does all the interviews, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he's funny. He's so good too. They do such good research. They know everything about those people.
One of my favorite shows is a mashup. It was done a large number of years ago as a prank, and it's called 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. Countdown is a game show that apparently the Queen loved to watch when she was around.
Uh-huh.
And 8 out of 10 Cats is basically a comedy panel show. So
Oh,
they came together and did it. So the game show is it's got two different types of rounds. One round is the letters round, one round is the numbers round. And in the letter round, you just say vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. You just pick a handful of random stuff and you're live picking letters and you have to figure out the largest word you can make with those letters.
oh, wow.
And then the numbers round is you just say like up to 4 large, and then the rest of the numbers, I think it's so that you get a total of 7 numbers. Small, large is 25, 50, 75, or 100, and the smalls are 1 through 10.
Uh-huh.
And using those numbers, they come up with another random number, and you have to see how close you can get to that number with doing add, subtract, multiply, divide. And the part that amazes me the most is they don't use computers for the person to figure out what the actual proper solution could be. The
Mm-hmm.
person who is the hostess, she can do all those answers and she figures out what the proper solution is. And some of them are just so wild on how you get to the math. And the fact that she does it without a calculator or computer just amazes me.
Oh, wow. I have not seen that one, but it sounds interesting.
And with 8 out of 10 cats, it's comedians doing this math.
Oh, but that's hilarious.
And some of them are really good at it.
Oh my goodness. Really quick, I wanted to say thank you to Nancy for stopping in. She said, have a wonderful evening. We're headed out for dinner. Thank you, Stephanie. Nice to meet you, Russ. Stephanie, I will be in Houston again this year. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you for stopping by, Nancy. Kathleen Colville says, Mrs. Brown is on BritBox. And she also says, my hubby loves English humor.
It
It's so good.
is.
Yeah. So as Russ was talking, here is I made the second color so you guys can see the second color. So these are the 2 color variations for the first block. We have to make 8 of each of these. This is going to be gorgeous. I love all these jewel tone colors.
Yeah. And I bought actually the purple that's in this block as my background.
Oh, did you?
Not background, backing.
Backing, yeah. I still need to get my backing for this. I hadn't decided which color I wanted or if I wanted to go for a 108 of something.
Uh-huh.
But I really, really like this fabric, so I probably will go for this. Too bad it doesn't come in 108.
I know. Because with as basic as they are, or
Mm.
basic style, I should say, they can go on the back of just about any quilt.
Oh, I agree with you. Yep. You could just take any of these colors. Yep. Or maybe they do come in a 108 and I just didn't see it, but I didn't see any.
I did a little bit of research and I didn't see any.
No. Okay.
And by a little bit, it's like, 5 minutes that I had a free time at work.
I hear you.
Because Threadbare usually has really good deals on their 108s.
Good to know.
Because I think one of the local quilt shop here usually ends up being about $25 a yard.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen Threadbare have them as cheap as 20.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and they have everything.
I was really impressed with their shipping. It came like the day after, I think
Yep.
actually the day I left for the cruise because I left on a Saturday. I'm pretty sure it came that day. And we had just ordered, or I had just ordered, I know you ordered before I did, but I had just ordered it maybe, I don't know, sometime early that week. I want to say Monday or Tuesday.
We both ordered the same day, I think.
Do you remember which day of the week it was?
I think it was Tuesday.
Okay. So it came
It was either
by
Tuesday or
Saturday.
Thursday because I was in the office.
Yeah.
It was Thursday because I got it Saturday.
Oh, wow. Really? So then mine really came fast because it came all the
Well,
way to Ohio.
they're around the corner practically.
For you, yeah. But I mean, even for me, it came really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was really impressed by that. And it was packaged really well. So
Because I did see that it got shipped out the same day.
yeah.
Because I don't know what time their post gets picked up.
Mhm.
And I saw that I saw that I got a shipping notice the same day because she's fast at packing everything up. And when I saw that the post had it, I was like, ooh, am I going to get it the next day or it's going to be 2 days?
Yeah.
And I guess it was just outside the window for me to get it next day.
Oh, the next day. Yeah.
North Georgia is having post issues as well. So that,
I heard that. I heard you guys got a new distribution center and all your mail's all messed up.
yeah, there's a lot of folks not happy. Somebody apparently got their jury duty summons 2 months late.
Oh my goodness.
So they didn't show up for jury duty that they didn't know that they had. So whatever
Wow.
happens with that, I feel really bad.
Well, I'm going to assume since it was the mail's fault, they're not going to hold them in contempt or anything, but
I'd like to hope.
yeah. Doreen said, pulled my fabric for next week using strawberry lemonade. Ooh, I can't wait to see that, Doreen. That's going to be amazing. And what Doreen is talking about is the Beach Bum Quilting Retreat. That's next Sunday. I'm very excited about that.
I have to go shopping tomorrow to find the mesh.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, my local Joann's doesn't have it, so I have to go all the way up to Alpharetta,
Oh,
and they have like 7 yards of it there. So, and then
yeah. My local one, well, my local one is not really local. It's still a half hour away, but they didn't have it either. So I looked at the next one and went ahead and ordered it online so I wouldn't get there and it'd be gone.
they wouldn't let me order half a yard online.
No, I think the minimum is a yard, so I just
Yeah.
bought a yard. Yeah.
And because they have 7 yards, I'm like, I don't think there's going to be a giant rush for 7 yards
For
of.
7 yards, yeah. Yeah, mine only had 2 yards left, so I was a
Oh
little
yeah, if it was two
concerned.
yards, I would
Yeah.
be like, okay, I am going to order one of those yards just in case.
Yep. Hi, Del Marie. Great to see you.
But I still haven't figured out what the rest of my project is going to be. So I figure I'm going to get up early and run up to Alpharetta to get the Joann's materials, and then that way I know the theme that I'm going to have with the bag, and
Hmm.
then I'll go to the local quilt shop for the good stuff.
Nice. So my bag, I got the black mesh and then black strapping. And I was thinking about doing black canvas, but I found this gorgeous, I couldn't resist it. And you guys will know why when you see it. I don't have it down here, but this gorgeous, like oceany teal blue canvas. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, that has to be mine.
and then we know you and your oceany.
I know. So it was so pretty. I'm like, I have to. So now I'm gonna have to pick out fabrics for the design part of it that go. So well, it works. It's a beach bag blue, you know.
Yeah, I haven't been to a beach in practically forever, but my sister goes camping every summer to
Mhm.
a beach. I don't know whether it's a ocean beach or a lake beach, but it's still sand and sun.
Mhm.
So I think she will enjoy this bag.
Well, awesome.
And it gives me more practice learning how to make a bag.
Very cool. Del Marie said, I purchased the FPP bag fabrics. Now I need to pull the fabrics from my stash to match. Awesome.
That's what I think is going to be exciting is you can make a bag and a quilt that match.
Yeah, that was our idea because originally we had done two completely different things. And then we decided that, oh, you know what? We should maybe coordinate our projects and you guys can have a matching quilt that you can put on the ground to sit on with your bag that matches.
Yeah.
So, or you can do them not matching it. Like if you're, like you said, you're gifting your bag away. So maybe you want to keep the picnic quilt so you can do them differently. Whichever way, it's going to be fun.
I mean, it's not like my sister hasn't already gotten, I don't know how many quilts from me.
It does make a nice present though to hand
Yeah.
somebody like the picnic blanket with the beach bag to go with it, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I honestly was thinking about that as a really cool Christmas present for her.
Yeah. Or even if like somebody had mentioned during Steven's live that they don't go to the beach, it still could make a nice bag to get groceries in. It can be a nice
Yep.
bag if you have kids just to haul like their stuff in the summer, like balls and all that stuff when you go to the park or whatever. It could be for anything. So I'm looking forward to making it. I think that's going to be fun. I've never sewn with that kind of mesh before. I've sewn with the by Annie mesh. That's the that doesn't have the plastic coating.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that works.
Yeah, I haven't even sewn with that. I purchased my first By Annie bag kit a couple
Mhm.
months ago.
Oh, did
One of the
you?
shops had a kit in, I forget which tool line they kitted it in.
Hmm.
And I was like, ooh, I can be like Adam Sews and make a Tula bag. But this time I don't have to pick out all the fabrics.
That's awesome.
I just need to quit being fearful and just do it.
The by Annie bags, they seem like they're hard, but they really are, I think they're great. And um if you have trouble, they have videos for almost all of their bags that
Yeah.
you can add, you can do as an add-on.
Yep. $5.
Yeah, and I think $5 for an add-on video is not bad at all.
Yeah. It's like your own personal classroom. You can sit there, rewind it 17 times.
Hmm. And if it's one of the more difficult bags, just take your time. I mean,
Yeah.
but I really like her bags.
I was kind of disappointed a few years back. Uh, one of my shops were doing classes every month with bags.
Hmm.
And I like half of them I wanted to do, but my schedule never afforded me to do any of them.
Mm.
So I was like, and I'm eventually going to try to be brave and make them all myself.
Awesome.
Because last time I was in Massachusetts, I bought a bunch of bag patterns. And my sister was like, I'll take all of your trial bags if you want. I was like, okay.
Of course she will. I've noticed that she loves stuff made by you, which I think is the sweetest thing ever.
Oh, I love the stuff that she makes. The
Yeah.
the little toolbox that Shannon showed today on the live.
Uh-huh.
I was like, darn it, they don't have anything in purple. And then the next thing I thought was maybe I could just send one to Fran
Hmm.
and because she's got the silhouette cameo
Hmm.
and she could just, vinyl a whole bunch of cool stuff onto it like stickers.
Mm. Well, thanks to all the enablers today, including Shannon and all the other people talking about one of those. I looked on the website to see if my local Lowe's had some, and they do. And I'm thinking they have one in white, black, or gray, and the other colors you have to order in. But I'm thinking I might get the white and then just stick like quilting stickers all over it.
Yeah, I mean that's part of what I was thinking. We got
Yeah.
a ton of stickers from QuiltCon.
Yeah, I have stickers like Rob gave me some, Rob Appel when we were on the cruise, and I've got stickers from my own stuff, and I've got all kind of stickers from, like you said, every show you go to, people hand out stickers. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do.
Maybe I'll just
Nobody
not vinyl her and just take the stickers because
just take the stickers. Yeah,
I was like, I
yeah.
don't know what I'm going to do with these stickers. Now I think I do.
Now, yeah, because they have a blue, but it's not like the color blue that I normally like.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh, I'll just get the white and put all these quilting stickers that I've been holding on to all over it. So, Steven said it's nice to give a quilt in a bag that you've made. I agree. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome. So this is a great gift. So Doreen said, I'm in Massachusetts.
Ooh, we're in Massachusetts because, my family's in Western Massachusetts and I used to live in Eastern.
And Steven said, by Annie are fairly clearly written. I agree.
Yeah.
I think they're great patterns. So, so here are both sets of blocks. So pretty.
Are you done sewing all the blocks?
I am. I chain pieced them all.
I've been chain piecing and now well, I'm in the ironing phase.
Yeah.
You just have that machine that sews 3,000 stitches per second.
You know, the funny thing is that some days I'm like, ooh, I really want the industrial machine that Adam has because it's like
Uh-huh.
5,000 stitches per minute. But the reality is, I don't need to spend the money. This machine is perfectly fine. And if I go too much faster, my seams might not be straight. So,
Yes.
yeah,
Which is why I like the speed that this machine goes because I get fairly straight seams.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Sherlock Souls, Lori, how you doing? We are working on Bumbleberry Pie today, a block of the month from Nancy McNally, and we purchased it. It's the Red Bear fabrics. Just love it. Um, so far so good. Delmarie says, by Annie was the first spec I made. Great tutorials. I agree. Yeah. Doreen said, live in Taunton. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Cotton.
Steven said, Russ, did you hear the Stephanie Sonic boom? Ha ha. They're actually very simple blocks, though. I mean, really easier even than a 9 patch because you don't have 9 pieces,
Yeah.
So, um, so I'll talk a little bit while Russ is working on his blocks. The blocks that are on the wall behind me, I have the Underground Railroad blocks. So that's been an ongoing series here on my channel. I'm going to keep putting those out. I'm probably going to actually start putting them out a little bit faster than I have been, just because there was a couple week break there when I was gone on the cruise and that. Because I'm really anxious now to get this quilt done because I have a place in mind where it's going. I'm just waiting to hear back from the person that I contacted about it. It has to do with the area I grew up in and all the Underground Railroad homes and things that were in that area. And they just announced a new initiative with all of those things. So once I have that all straightened out, I'll tell you guys more what's going to happen with this quilt, if it's going to go there or not. I offered it up to them, so I'm anxious to finish it now. So those will be coming out. And then the blocks to the right of me, the bunny and the dress. And my daughter said it would be funny to sew his head to the dress. She's a little kind of funny, but
That does look funny because they're on top of each other right now.
yeah. She goes, you should sew those together. That'd be hilarious. I'm like, yeah. So those are the FPP blocks from Tom Tay Studios. They are from the Whimsy Wonderland block of the month that they hosted. I think they began last September or something.
Something like
And
that, I think.
then, yeah. And then we were supposed to start it in January, and then scheduling issues happened. And finally, like a month ago, I was like, okay, I'm just going to start it. So, because I want to get these done. So I've done 2 of them so far, and I printed out the next 4. So those will be coming. But those have been a lot of fun to make. And besides those things, I really, really need to finish and want to finish my Calm Waters. That poor quilt. has been sitting in bits in a basket over here, looking at me saying, sew me, sew me. And I just have been so busy that I have not gotten back to it. So I'm going to hopefully get that finished up this week.
I need to
And
get that
then,
fabric cut.
yes, and then start prepping not only for Sunday for the Beach Bum Retreat, but also for the next Fort Worth Fabric Studio project that begins June 24th, as the crow flies. So I've got to get that fabric prepped and ready to go as well so I can make that video for you guys. So lots of fun stuff coming up. And Steven said, I like Sarah's sense of humor. She said I should sew those together. And I was like, I don't know. That she thought it was funny. So yeah. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And we're not going just yet. We'll go at 6. But don't forget to go on over to Shannon's channel later this evening for Little Hooter. And then to visit Russ's channel and Steven's channel, all my friends tomorrow, because they'll all be on. And I'm going to put all of their information in the chat now. Heather said, hello from a cold Queensland morning. This is the first time I've seen you on live for a while. Oh, well, welcome. Glad to see you. I know with the time difference, it's kind of difficult to see all the lives and things. So thanks for coming. Quilting Dot wants to know, Russ, what machine are you sewing with?
I have a Brother and Novus BQ 3050.
Awesome.
It's got more stitches than I've ever going to use, but it's got a lot of the features that I really wanted. And that's my whole concept about finding a machine is you find the machine that has the features that you want within the price range that you're looking for.
So that's actually a really good question. If you were looking for a new machine, what are the things that you would look for?
Well, one of the big things that I was looking for when I got this machine 4 years ago was things that helped me with my quilting. So I wanted more neck throat space, whatever that's called. And then my roommate at the time, since he hasn't moved back yet, he had gotten this machine, and I was just reading through the manual because I was like, because I knew I wanted to get a machine, and I just didn't know really everything that I wanted. I just knew that there was features that I liked on my existing machine. And as I was going through the manual, I said he came home and I was like, you know, it has a laser light, right? And he goes, no, it doesn't. And I was like, yes, it does. So it's got a really cool laser light. So it helps line up on my flying geese and stuff. Even
That's
though I
really
can do
cool.
the diagonal seam tape.
So
The laser,
does that light make it so you don't have to draw the lines anymore?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
So between the light and the diagonal seam tape, I don't draw lines anymore.
Oh, really cool.
So yeah, it's just really little things like that. The fact that it has 700,000 decorative stitches. I've already used 3. Well, okay, I used the alphabet a couple weeks ago because the quilt show required us to have a label that had our name on it and the name of the quilt. And because I don't name my quilts when I make them, I just said the label that I had just has my name and the year on it. So I ended up creating a label for the quilt show, and I just typed in my name and the name of the quilt, and I just ran it through there, and it pseudo embroidered a label.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, there's things like that. The nice quilting table, that was a really awesome bonus. And the deal that I got I got this machine and my travel machine, which is a Brother PS 700
Mhm.
for the price of this machine.
Oh, nice. That was a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Heather says, I will have to watch your videos to catch up on what you have been sharing. Awesome. Quilting Dot said, oh, how wonderful talking to you about your machines. Let's see.
And
And
I've got
then,
4 million stitches on this right now.
yeah. I have a machine like that that has a bunch of stitches, and I've never used anything other than the straight stitch, the zigzag.
No, I meant that I've sewn 4 million stitches.
Oh, 4 million stitches. Got you. I thought you
Uh,
meant it had 4 million stitches. I mean, not literally, but
yeah,
yeah. But yeah, so when I look for a machine, I'm the same as you. I look for the features that I wanted. And when I went to buy my straight stitch machine, the people tried to talk me into so many things. And I said, no, you're not understanding. I have all the machines that do all the things that I never use. I want this because
yeah,
I primarily quilt. I piece and I piece fast, and I want a fast machine. And they tried to convince me to buy this or that or whatever. And I said, I want it to cut the thread. I want it to have a needle down function, and I want it to go fast and straight. And I knew I wanted a Janome, and they tried to talk me into a brother, which there's nothing wrong with any of these other machines. It's just that I'm a Janome girl.
yeah.
So they tried to talk me into a brother. They tried to talk me into the Juki. They tried to talk me into, I forget, there's one more machine that has a straight stitch. I don't remember if it's a Baby Lock or one of the other brands. And I said, no, I want the Janome. And they said, well, we don't have that in the store. We don't carry that one. But they were a certified Janome dealer, and they carried a lot of the other Janomes. And I said, well, can you order it for me? And they said, no, we're not going to order that for you. So I promptly walked out of
Wow.
that store and went to another store online and called them up, because this machine at that time, you can find it online now, but at that time, when the machines are newer, they won't sell them. They won't give you the price online, right? You have to call.
Right, yeah.
So I called them and I said, hey, my local dealer won't let me buy this machine from them. They won't order it from me. And they said, what? You need to report them to Janome, because they need to, if they are a certified dealer, they carry Janomes, they should order it for you, even if they don't have it in the store.
Yeah.
And I said, well, they won't. And they said, okay, well, we'll sell it to you. And they gave me a great deal, and it came within a week, and I love it. So definitely know what you want when you go to shop for a
Yeah.
machine, and don't let them bully you. So Sharon says, I have the PS 700 and I absolutely love it.
I loved sewing on it at the retreat. The only thing I missed was I left my knee bar
You
out.
forgot your knee bar. Yep. Which was funny. We had this whole conversation with him about that, because Russ is very, very tall. He's well over 6 feet. Okay. And I am not, I am short. And so I'm like, knee bar, what do you need that for? Because I can't even reach the knee bar. But in his case, I could see why since he was used to it and he's tall enough to be able to use it, he missed
Yeah.
it. So that's funny.
Well, I've got some of the blocks done.
Oh, beautiful.
I got a pair of 4 of them,
Awesome.
which
Quilting Dot says, I have a Juki straight sew that I love. Awesome. Did you do any of the other color or just that color?
I just did that color.
Okay, cool.
I I don't sew at 7,000 stitches per inch, and
You don't have to.
and I know you wanted to end this at 6-ish so you can prepare for your next one.
Yeah,
So
just because I need a little break since we were on with Stephen all day and then
yeah, I've been sewing
watched
all day
you.
too.
Yeah, what? Yeah, because you were on and then here, and I need to get something to eat besides a cookie, which my daughter just brought me. So, so I'm going to show my blocks one more time if you want to show some of yours. This is what they're going to look like. Pretty, pretty. I love
Here we
them.
go.
How about you?
They are gorgeous. Although
Gorgeous.
I just
Gorgeous,
realized I did
gorgeous.
mine sideways from you.
Oh, that's okay.
I know it's okay. I just found it amusing because you have your in the if I would have paid more attention to the pattern, but I was just looking at the pictures. And
Oh, it doesn't matter as long as you can turn it and make the colors go the right way, which you
yeah,
can. So,
Yeah, and the colors are going the right way. That's all that matters.
so we will figure out when we're going to do the next block and we'll let you guys know, but super excited to be sewing this with you.
Yes, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be
And
awesome.
yeah,
And
and
it's
just
so
watching how they
beautiful.
come together is going to be great.
Yeah, yeah. And Celie said beautiful jewel tones. Yes. And I think
Yes.
that's why I'm so attracted to this fabric. They're beautiful. So, yep, they need to make this fabric a basic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, take care. And don't forget to check out Russ's channel tomorrow for his vlog. It's always fun to see what he's been up to for the week. And we'll see you later on Shannon's channel, Slate Arts, for Little Hooter. Bye.
Bye.